The Scream Murders Part 6. After Brian and Tori shut off the lights, Cassie became really scared. One of the dogs Cassie was babysitting started barking and growling at the basement stairs. Matt Beckham, her boyfriend, called his mother and asked if he could stay the night at the house with her to make her feel safe. Matthew's mother denied his request, but did offer to let Cassie sleep at their house instead, and then she would drive her back over the next morning. Cassie felt that it was her responsibility to stay and take care of the animals, so she refused. At 10:30 p.m., Matthew's mother came and picked him up, and they left the house, with Cassie still in it. Matthew called Brian and Tori after he left to see where they were to possibly meet up later, but Brian was whispering into the phone. He assumed that they were in a movie. After they were sure Beckham was gone, they turned off the lights in the house again to try to trick Cassie into coming down into the basement. But she didn't. Eventually, Brian and Tori just went upstairs. They slammed a closet door at the top of the stairs to scare Cassie, who was lying on the couch, and then they attacked her. Using 2 knives, the boys stabbed her over 30 times, 12 of those stab wounds being potentially fatal. Cassie's body was discovered on Sunday afternoon by her 13-year-old cousin. It did not take long for investigators to track down Brian and Tori, as they were one of the most recent people to be at the house. After interrogating Brian and Tori, neither of their stories were lining up, and neither of them could tell the police about the movie that they had supposedly seen. Both of the boys blamed each other, and eventually Tori took investigators to where they had hidden the evidence at Black Rock Canyon. It was here that they discovered the knives, the masks, the costumes, and also the video recordings of them plotting Cassie's murder. On September 27th, 2006, 5 days after the murder took place, the boys were charged with first-degree murder. Both of them were sentenced to life without parole. The boys and their lawyers have made several appeals over the years to have their sentences reduced, all of which have been rejected. However, in 2012, the US Supreme Court ruled that a sentencing of life without the possibility of parole for juveniles is unconstitutional, even in cases of murder. The US Supreme Court will be looking at over 1,500 cases, as the ruling needs to be applied retroactively. This means that these two could be getting their sentences shortened. I know I said this was the last part, but like for part 7.